Mystical Islam greets all its viewers with Assalamu alaikum. Dear friends, a mountain of gold has emerged from Mecca Mukarramah, fulfilling a prophetic hadith. The Saudi rulers have issued such important orders that the entire world is astonished. Knowing the value of this gold has left even the United States concerned. What connection does this mountain of gold have with the Day of Judgment? To know this, make sure to watch the video until the end. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, let's begin the topic formally. Dear friends, another blessing from Allah has descended upon Saudi Arabia. A hidden treasure buried within the land of Saudi Arabia has been discovered by the Saudi government. According to a geological survey, 4 different sites in the lands of Mecca and Medina have been found to contain unlimited reserves of gold and copper. The samples extracted from these sites have left the entire Muslim world, as well as the rest of the world, astonished. By the year 2050, Arab nations faced a secret challenge that Saudi Arabia was addressing by working rapidly on projects like Neom City, green land areas, and artificial underground rivers. The discovery of these gold reserves, by the grace of Allah, has also provided a solution to this challenge. The whole world is amazed to see that following this discovery, the Saudi government has immediately begun searching for another hidden treasure. These gold and silver reserves, which have proven to be a blessing for Saudi Arabia, and the reality of another treasure hidden within Saudi Arabia's rocky terrain, have left even countries like the United States in awe. It is hoped that in the coming years, Saudi Arabia will become the richest country in the world. This achievement is not due to any unique strategy or innovative technology of the Saudi government, but is another one of Allah's countless blessings upon Saudi Arabia. Dear friends, recently news surfaced that unlimited reserves of gold have been discovered at 4 different locations in the vicinity of Mecca and Medina. These reserves are so vast that perhaps no one had imagined such extensive deposits in these rocky and sandy regions. Experts from Saudi Arabia's mining company estimate that these extensive gold and copper reserves span approximately 100 kilometers. After examining the gold samples extracted from these reserves, experts claim that this is of the highest and finest quality. Since 2022, the Saudi mining company has been conducting exploration work in and around Mecca, achieving significant success recently with the discovery of such large reserves of gold that are beyond imagination. Before this discovery, Saudi Arabia ranked 18th among countries with gold reserves. But if the Saudi government continues to work rapidly on these discoveries, it is expected that by 2025, Saudi Arabia will rank first among gold reserve-holding nations. Currently, the largest gold reserve belongs to the United States, with 8,133 tons of gold. Germany ranks second with 3,355 tons, followed by Italy with 2,452 tons. However, after these discoveries, Saudi Arabia is likely to reach the top position. By 2030, Saudi Arabia might also be among the top 5 largest economies in the world. Dear friends, if we look at Saudi Arabia's past, the country, which is now on its way to becoming the richest nation, was once known as a barren, desolate desert with sandy and dry land. It would not be wrong to say that at that time, the Saudi government had not taken adequate measures for the development and betterment of the country because they lacked the necessary resources to put the country on the path of progress. It was an era when nations across the world were advancing by harnessing new technologies and discovering the hidden blessings granted by Allah. Some countries were establishing new industries, while others were uncovering hidden treasures. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, was thought to have nothing but sand and soil because the lack of water made it unimaginable to consider any underground mineral resources. But perhaps the world was unaware of the truth. How could Allah deprive the land He chose for His house and His Prophet's house of anything? Then the time came, and the entire world saw that Saudi Arabia discovered the hidden treasure that is now considered the most valuable in the world. Allah blessed Saudi Arabia with immense oil reserves. This unparalleled blessing not only transformed Saudi Arabia's fate, but also changed the destiny of other Arab nations. The barren, arid and dry deserts evolved into some of the most developed and prosperous countries in the world. Today, all the development seen in Arab countries is due to this oil. Dear friends, it is also a law of nature that time is bound to change. The Saudi government was well aware of this reality and knew that the oil that brought immense progress and placed Arab nations among the wealthiest in the world would eventually lose its importance. We know that in the future, all technology reliant on oil as fuel will undergo changes. This is why the Saudi government, foreseeing this reality, began addressing this issue ahead of time. The Saudi government believed that by 2050, due to the declining importance of oil, Saudi Arabia would face significant challenges. However, Allah has blessed Saudi Arabia with this hidden treasure, solving all these challenges for many decades to come. Now, even if the importance of oil diminishes in the world, Saudi Arabia will have vast reserves of gold and copper to sustain its economy. These reserves will not only support the economy, but also strengthen it further in the coming years. According to experts, along with these reserves, there are other hidden minerals within Saudi Arabia's sandy terrain that will emerge in the future. Many scholars associate these discoveries with the fulfillment of prophetic traditions, stating that according to hadiths, a time will come when Saudi Arabia will rule the world. The Gold Mountain is also being linked to signs of the Day of Judgment. O Allah, the most merciful and generous, we thank you for the countless blessings you have bestowed upon us, both hidden and apparent. Just as you have enriched the lands of Saudi Arabia with treasures from the earth, grant us the wisdom to use these blessings for the betterment of humanity and in accordance with your will. O Sustainer, guide us to remain humble, grateful, and mindful of your signs. Protect us from arrogance and greed, and make us among those who recognize and fulfill their responsibilities to you and to your creation. Ameen. What are your thoughts on this? Do share them in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. That's all for today. Until the next video, Allah Hafiz.